The title of this video is exactly what you saw. But before you guys start dragging me, before you guys start shouting my name, you said, look at this guy. Are you just not happy by just looking at this guy? This is the newest guy on the block. This is the guy everyone is talking about at the moment. Ethan Nwnaneri. Arsenal fans, they have started saying that Ethan is better than Amad. So I'm going to do a comparison between Amad versus Ethan. Now, me, I'm always of the opinion that before you say nonsense from your mouth, before you say rubbish, before you say anything, just bring out the evidence. It's just evident. Before you can say that Nwnaneri is better than Ethan, what is the evidence? What did we see? Now let's check their game statistics. Now this season, Amad has 17 appearances and Ethan or Nwnaneri, whatever his name is, has 11 appearances. So out of his 11 appearances, he has just 1 goal, and Amad also has 2 goals. Well, it is understandable. The reason is because Ethan he's just getting to the first team, so he's just starting. So that's why his appearances is much. And if you check it, most of those appearances by Nwnaneri is substitute, probably 10 minutes, 5 minutes. It doesn't really start the game. So that is why the start is not so much. So let's now look at, okay, if we are going to look beyond just goals, let's look at the impact on the game. Let's check other things he has played. Like I said, the minutes that Nwnaneri has been playing is not much. So if you see the appearances, is 11 times and he played 186 minutes. So if you do the division, it will be around 18 minutes per match. So he doesn't really play much in games compared to Amad that has played like 17 games and 1,143 minutes. That is 6 times the games that Nwnaneri has played. Okay, like 6 times the game. And if you look at the sub down and sub up, Nwnaneri have been sub down 10 times and Amad just 5 times out of his 17 games that he played. So that means he started 12 games ahead of Nwnaneri. Okay, so now what are the other things we can look at to confirm? Let's look at the attacking prowess. Out of his 17 games that Amad has started, he only scored 2 goals. Nwnaneri has also played 11, scored 1 goal. So if you look at their goals per match, for Nwnaneri is going to be very low, obviously, because if you look at it in goals per game, not per minute, but per game, you see that since he played 11 games, and he had just 1 goal. So if you divide his games, goal per game, it's going to be very low. But if you look at the minutes per goal, Nwnaneri is better than in Amad because Nwnaneri has played less games. So Nwnaneri had 186 minutes per goal, so something like that. But let's look at their shots that they have attempted so far. Nwnaneri has attempted 5 shots. Amad has attempted 30 shots. Okay, it's still understandable. That is because Amad is playing more games. Okay, so if you look at it, shot off target is 2. Shot off targets for Amad is 7. But and they now say the shooting accuracy is 50%. How? So if somebody played 5 shots and he has 2 on targets, 1 goal, okay, is my math that is not math, Actually, the shot on target should not be up to 50%. Actually, 2 out of 5 is 40%, and he has 1 goal, so it shouldn't be 50. But let's just leave that. Okay, that is their own math. I don't know how they are calculating their own. Let's go to the in-game. Now is the team play, what they were doing in the game. Nwnaneri has no assists. He has no big chance created. But I don't know. I think this is fair, people. Is it they are lying or what? In the game against Brentford, Nwnaneri, how he did it down. He dribbled that guy and crossed the ball. And then maybe somebody ignored it, and then it came to Martinelli, and Martinelli scored the ball. So I don't know if you cannot count that one as a chance. I don't understand. But then it is what it is. This is where Amad literally killed off Nwnaneri. He has 6 assists and he has created 5 chances in game. I don't know if they are independent of each other or the assist is part of the chances created. I'm not so sure. But here it shows that Amad is definitely more involved in the game than Nwaneri. But then this is just Premier League. Let's now look at other games that they've been playing because like I said, Nwaneri has not really been playing so much in the Premier League. The first game, he only has one start, and that start is in the game against Brentford that we are talking about, while we are even talking about him. So let's look at the other competitions that they've been playing. In the other competitions they play, let's check the EFL games. Nwaneri has played 3 matches and he has 3 goals. Okay, 3 matches, 3 goals. While Amad has played 3 matches, 1 goal. So in this scenario, in this range, we can say that Nwaneri is like better than Amad in the cup game, in the EFL games. So now, based on all this evidence that I've been bringing, who is the winner between the both of them? Who actually played better? I mean, who is the better player? Unfortunately, with a heavy heart as an Arsenal fan, the winner is actually Amad. Amad is the better player. You know, you Arsenal fans, you guys, you have to be calming down. Well, somebody may want to argue that maybe in the year, in the Carling Cup, whatever cup, Capital World Cup, he has a better start. But in the Capital World Cup, the people that plays in Capital World Cup is always the lower. Like, you use your second team for Capital World Cup. You don't use the better teams in Capital World Cup. So, and then, considering I always rate consistency ahead of a player that just came in and scored 1 goal in 5 minutes. You cannot compare it to somebody that be playing 90 minutes. So by the time you now start playing your 90 minutes over a period of time, then we can now say that you're actually consistent, you're actually a good player. So and if you look at Arsenal's structure this season, Arsenal is a way better team than Man U. So in a team that is better, definitely the youngster is most likely going to thrive more than a team that is struggling. So I will say, you Arsenal fans, I am an Arsenal fan, and I like to be objective. I always like to talk the truth and say what's based on evidence. And moreover, say Amad is like 22, and what's his name? Nwnaneri is like 17 years old. The comparison is kind of too early. And Premier League is way tougher than Carling Cup, way tougher. And in big game like against Man City, Amad has actually proven himself. Before we can start the Nwnaneri versus Amad debate, that would be like maybe at the end of the season, even at the end of the season, it's not just 5, maybe next year, before we can say, oh, this guy is good. Or maybe if he starts playing for Arsenal on a consistent basis. So you guys should chill out. I love Nwnaneri, is my guy, and I feel he has a better ceiling. Like, with the trajectory that he's going, probably going to be a better player than Amad in the long run. But at the moment, there's no debate, please. See you guys.